Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Compliant Onboarding Processes. Compliant onboarding processes are a critical component of effective human resource management, particularly in the state of California, where employment laws are among the most stringent in the United States. The process begins the moment a candidate accepts a job offer and continues through their initial period of employment. Ensuring compliance throughout this process is essential, not only to avoid legal repercussions, but also to foster a positive relationship between the employee and the organization. This lesson will explore the key elements of compliant onboarding processes, emphasizing their importance, detailing specific requirements, and offering practical examples to illustrate these points. California's employment laws, which include the California Fair Employment and Housing Act and the California Labor Code, set forth a stringent framework that governs the onboarding process. The first step in a compliant onboarding process is to ensure that all job offers are made conditionally, pending the successful completion of background checks, drug tests, and other pre-employment screenings. According to a study by the Society for Human Resource Management, 92% of employers conduct background checks on some or all job candidates. This step is crucial for complying with the Fair Credit Reporting Act and California's Investigative Consumer Reporting Agencies Act, which require employers to obtain written consent from the candidate and provide them with a copy of the report if adverse action is taken based on its contents. Once the candidate has cleared these pre-employment screenings, the next step is to ensure that all necessary employment documentation is completed accurately and timely. This includes the Form I-9, which verifies the employee's eligibility to work in the United States. Employers must ensure that this form is completed within 3 days of the employee's start date, as mandated by the Immigration Reform and Control Act. Additionally, California law requires employers to provide new hires with specific notices and pamphlets, such as the California Wage Theft Prevention Act notice, which details the employee's rate of pay, payday schedule, and the employer's workers' compensation insurance carrier. Failure to provide these documents can result in significant penalties. One of the cornerstone principles of a compliant onboarding process is effective communication of company policies and expectations. This includes providing the employee with an employee handbook that outlines the company's policies on harassment, discrimination, and workplace safety, among other topics. The handbook should be reviewed and updated regularly to ensure compliance with the latest legal standards. For instance, California's AB 1825 requires employers with 50 or more employees to provide at least 2 hours of sexual harassment prevention training to all supervisory employees every 2 years. Including this information in the onboarding process not only ensures compliance, but also sets the tone for a respectful and safe workplace culture. An often overlooked aspect of compliant onboarding is the provision of reasonable accommodations for employees with disabilities. Under the Americans with Disabilities Act and California's FEHA, employers are required to provide reasonable accommodations to employees with disabilities, unless doing so would cause undue hardship to the business. This can include modifications to the work environment, adjustments to work schedules, or the provision of assistive technologies. Ensuring that these accommodations are discussed and implemented during the onboarding process is essential for compliance and demonstrates the organization's commitment to inclusivity. The onboarding process also provides an opportunity to establish clear expectations and objectives for the new hire. This includes setting performance goals and providing the necessary training and resources to achieve them. Research by the Aberdeen Group found that employees who go through a structured onboarding program are 69% more likely to stay with the company for 3 years or more. In California, This is particularly important given the state's strict wage and hour laws, which require employers to pay employees for all hours worked, including time spent in training. Providing new hires with comprehensive training not only helps them succeed in their roles, but also ensures that the company complies with these regulations. Another critical component of compliant onboarding is addressing the classification of employees. Misclassification of employees as independent contractors can lead to significant legal and financial consequences. California's AB5, which went into effect in January 2020, codified the ABC test for determining whether a worker is an employee or an independent contractor. Under this test, a worker is considered an independent contractor only if they are free from the control and direction of the hiring entity, perform work outside the usual course of the hiring entity's business, and are customarily engaged in an independently established trade, occupation, or business. Ensuring accurate classification during the onboarding process is essential for compliance with this law. Throughout the onboarding process, it is crucial for employers to maintain meticulous records. This includes keeping copies of all signed documents, training certificates, and communications with the employee. California law mandates that employers retain personnel records for at least 3 years and payroll records for at least 4 years. These records serve as evidence of compliance in the event of an audit or legal dispute and help protect the organization from potential liabilities. In addition to legal compliance, a well-structured onboarding process can significantly impact employee engagement and retention. A study by the Brandon Hall Group found that organizations with a strong onboarding process improve new hire retention by 82% and productivity by over 70%. This underscores the importance of not only meeting legal requirements, but also creating a positive and supportive onboarding experience for new employees. To illustrate these points, consider the example of a technology company based in California that recently revamped its onboarding process to ensure compliance and improve employee satisfaction. The company began by conducting a thorough review of its existing procedures and identifying areas where it fell short of legal requirements. They then implemented a comprehensive onboarding checklist that included all necessary pre-employment screenings, documentation, and training. New hires were provided with an updated employee handbook, which included detailed information on company policies and legal requirements. The company also established a mentorship program to help new employees acclimate to their roles and foster a sense of belonging. As a result of these changes, the company saw a significant decrease in onboarding-related compliance issues and an increase in employee retention and engagement. In conclusion, compliant onboarding processes are essential for ensuring that new hires are integrated into the organization in a manner that meets all legal requirements and sets them up for success. This involves a series of well-defined steps, from pre-employment screenings and documentation to training and ongoing support. By adhering to these best practices, organizations can avoid legal pitfalls, enhance employee satisfaction, and ultimately achieve better business outcomes. Creating a compliant onboarding process requires a commitment to continuous improvement and a thorough understanding of the relevant laws and regulations. However, the benefits of doing so far outweigh the challenges, making it a worthwhile investment for any organization. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.